Hey everyone! Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we'll be talking about how realistic is it to get into the top US universities. Is it worth to try? Should you do it? How can you do it? And is it really possible? So if we've never met before, my name is Radmila and I'm a US education expert that helps students from all over the world get into their dream US universities. Every Sunday, I'm hosting Facebook Lives where I'm answering all your questions about the application process, the application packages, documentation, and scholarships, and any other questions that you have on these Facebook Lives. So if you're not signed up yet, please do so, because if you want to be a student in the United States universities, I highly, highly recommend signing up because I'm sharing a lot of useful information. So do not hesitate. I also am so excited to announce that I have announced a launch of my online course. This course is dedicated to application to all US universities and creation of your winning package, winning a scholarship, and it's gonna guide you through every step of the process, from the very beginning to the very end, until you're gonna go and just buy a ticket to the US. So this course consists of 8 modules, and each module is dedicated to a separate application process to US universities. It covers everything you need to know in order to successfully apply, get accepted, and win a large scholarship. So I'm gonna leave a link to the online course in the description, so be sure to check this out because it's gonna be so valuable. Okay, now just one more thing. Do not miss this opportunity because the course is going to open. It's already open, but it's going to close its doors on April 1st. So you have only, I believe, 2 weeks to sign up because the doors to the course will be closing. So welcome everyone, welcome everyone. Okay, before we jump into the discussion of the topic, let me know, where are you guys from? Where are you right now? Where are you gonna be starting your journey? Where are you gonna be applying from? As you know, I'm right now in Amsterdam and in the Netherlands, which is pretty crazy considering all the situation in the world. The coronavirus is actually quite disturbing because I will have to work from home for at least a few weeks. It's crazy to imagine that I might be spending 4 weeks at home, just not really going outside. So expect a lot of Facebook Lives. And I hope you're all safe. Please let me know how is it going on in your countries. I hope you're all safe. And also if you have questions, any questions about the application process, be sure to write them in the comments below because I will be answering them at the end of this Facebook Live. Okay, so as you're joining in, please write down where you guys from, and I'm gonna start. So we're gonna be talking today about how realistic is it to get accepted into the top US universities. So if you're considering applying to top US universities, I would probably say that I would guess that you're a very ambitious person, very aspiring. You wanna reach some really amazing things in life because only these kind of people really want to apply to US universities in general. But and I'm gonna tell you what you should do. So you should strive to get accepted by really good university in the US. You should not strive to get accepted by any university in the US because it's just not going to be worth it in the long run. So why should you strive to get accepted by really good universities? First of all, yes, everyone knows it's really hard to get in. It's very selective, it's extremely competitive, and obviously the higher the university is on the rankings, the more people want to apply to it, the less people they can accept because they have only a few seats. So it's quite obvious that it is really competitive, but it is elite for a reason, because it's all because of the great programming, great program, great course, great professors, amazing opportunities that the university will open for you. So these top universities are top universities for a reason. So they, and I'm not talking about top 10 or top 20, I'm gonna be talking about roughly top 50 in the country. So you wanna strive to apply to universities that is within the top 50 rankings, because these ones are really considered to be good ones. You can go a little bit further, because the further away you go from the 50, like in 60, 70 universities and rankings, you're gonna get more chances of being accepted. So it's gonna get less competitive because everyone wants to be accepted by the top university. But you really should consider going for the better university. So one thing is that if you want to impress your future employer, if you want to get a really good job after graduation, whether you're coming back into your home country or whether you're staying in the US, this university on your resume will work for you afterwards. Every single company in the world will probably know how hard it is to get into the top universities in the US. They will know how selective they are, and they will know that these universities are accepting students, only those students that are truly great and truly worth it. So while it is really hard to get in, then your resume will work for you because it'll help you get a better job, get better opportunities. And basically, generally, these universities help their students get their jobs, like faster, better jobs. They have community all over the country, all over the world. And this community can also help you get a better job. And let's not forget the salary part, because it's interesting. You can find the average salary for once you graduate from university. You can find it online, like how much will a person earn on average after they graduate from a certain university. And you clearly see that the better university is, the higher the salary will be. So you definitely should consider applying to a better university. I hope I made it really clear. So why are they so selective? Why is it so hard to get in? There are a few universities that accept only 10% of all applicants. There are universities within the 50 rankings that accept top 20% of all applicants. So they're really selective because they're trying to make a good atmosphere for the entire community. They're selecting students that really can make a difference in the world, students that have really big potential to do great things in the world after they graduate, and they want each of the students that they're accepting to be inspiring, and that will be able to get inspired by other students. So they're really selective because they are trying to fit you in their community. So how can you show them that you are one of them, that you are the one they should accept? So it's a very, very big question, but I'm gonna try to unpack it little by little. So once you're applying to a good university, there are certain things that the admission committee will be looking at when deciding on whether to accept you or not. So first of all, so this is called application package. It consists of your GPA, which is a general grade point average, so the average of all your grades. It consists of your test scores, your letters of recommendation, personal statements, resume, and additional documents that you will submit to the university. So it's an entire application package. It's a lot of things that you will need to submit, but each of these things is like a piece of the puzzle for the admission committee to be able to see what kind of students you truly are. So you want each of these factors to be on a very, very high level. So what will make you a good applicant for the better rankings university? First of all, your grades should be really, really good. They should be able to see that you have succeeded in the past in academic environment And this will mean to them that you will be able to succeed in their universities as well. They should be able to see that you have a really good level of English, that your letters of recommendation are really impressive, meaning that people who wrote you letters of recommendation were really impressed by you and really highly recommend you to this university. Your personal statement should be really, should be about a passion that you have, should be about some like inspiring, it should be an inspiring story, basically. So the admission committee will read through it and see that you truly want to be a part of this community. You truly belong to be a part of this university. And you need to make it as personal as possible. Also, another thing, they need to be able to see your passion, your drive, how hardworking you are, and your ability to think outside the box. All these things you need to put into your application package in different things. But the most important part of your entire application package is your extracurricular activities, because let me tell you why. So when you're applying to really, really good university, these types of universities want to see that you are, that you have worked really, really hard on achieving a certain thing in life. So you have been working really hard on one area. For example, you're really interested, I saw Raya, I hope I say it right, you're interested in engineering. So let's assume you're interested in engineering, civil engineering, you're applying for a civil engineering program. The admission committee want to see that everything that you have been doing so far is related to this area. Like for example, all your grades in civil engineering program during master and your bachelor degree in your country, you have really high grades in all like subjects related to civil engineering. They want to see that you have been maybe competing in some competitions, or maybe on national level, maybe on regional level. They want to see that you have written a publication about civil engineering. They want to see that you have been a part of the organization dedicated to discussing civil engineering, or maybe you have organized a conference, or you were a part of a conference. Maybe you delivered a speech about this. So what I'm trying to say is that the university wants to see that you have been dedicating a lot of your time to the program that you're applying to. They want to see that you have been spending a lot of your free time, not only in university, but also your free time on the same program. So the more time you spend on, like in this case, civil engineering or whatever this may be, the more the admission committee will see that you are truly passionate about this subject. Like imagine that there is a student who is passionate about law, who wants to study law, like I did in the past, but actually they are a part of the music band, and they are also writing a journal, like publishing articles about fashion, or they're also a part of some engineering team or something, or sports team. And this gives an admission committee a very vague idea of who a person is. They don't really understand why the person wants to study law, because so far this person has been expressing interest in so many different areas. So they will most probably disregard this kind of applicant. So if you want to be a strong applicant for a really good university, you want to show them that you have been working hard on one area of the area that you are applying for. So you have been developing in this area, you have been improving yourself, and so on. So here are a few things that you can consider. Like for example, you can be a part of the national competition or regional competition, even if you don't get any real like place in the competition. At least the point is that you have been participating in something like this. Or for example, you have been participating in a nonprofit, in some organization for a good cause. So it can be anything within the area of your interest that will be truly interesting for you and that can be impressive on paper. You want to think about this as well. So yeah, if you're interested in computer programming, you want to maybe program an app, or if you're interested in even having a YouTube channel, you want to develop it and have a few hundred, maybe a few thousand subscribers, maybe 100,000 subscribers. So it is really possible to get accepted to the top US universities. But a lot of students don't realize that in order to be accepted by these kind of students, you need to be truly passionate about a certain area of studying that you are applying for. So you cannot be well-rounded and do everything. You need to be doing one thing and you need to be good at that thing that you do. So I hope this makes sense. So basically, to recap this entire topic, it is better to apply to a higher ranking universities. This will open so many more opportunities for you. And you do not want to apply to university just for the sake of just applying to any university. This should be a really good university. This will pay off, I guarantee. While universities are really selective, you should remember that it is possible to be accepted by them. It just means that your application package should be really on point, should be really professional, and you should work hard on increasing your value. You should work hard on showing them that you're really, really passionate about one thing in your life, and you will be studying that one thing in their university. So I hope this was useful for you. If you have any questions about this topic, you can still message me, you comment in this video. I'm gonna go through a few questions I received from you guys. So one question was from Tim, and he was asking about how hard it is to get into Harvard, Yale, or Stanford. So it is a good question, but I do have to say, getting accepted into universities like Harvard and Yale is really hard. So these are not top 50, right? These are top 10, maybe top 5 universities in the country. The competition is crazy. They're accepting only 5 or 6, 7% of all applicants, but they will cover your financial need. So as long as you are accepted to this university, like such university as Harvard, Yale, and you do not have enough finances to cover your education, they will pay for you. So while it is really hard to get in, it is possible. And on top of it, it's going to be so rewarding because they will cover for your education. So you absolutely can get accepted to Harvard, Yale, Stanford. There are plenty of international graduates from these universities all over the world. And while they're very competitive, this just means that you need to be more impressive in comparison to other students. So just think about the things that you can do that will make you stand out from the rest in your area of expertise. So, but let me know. You can always email me if you have more questions about it. We can work this through together. Okay, so I have the last question from Salar Hadi, and he was asking about the community within the college. So in graduate studies, so I'm not, and also about the teaching methods. So this is a really broad question. It is worth to have an entire separate Facebook Live just to talk about this, especially about teaching methods, because they're very different from other countries. Like, for example, when I was studying in Ukraine, comparing it to the US, so completely different. So I think I'm gonna make a separate Facebook Live about this. Really good question. Thank you for writing. But I'll just say that the teaching method is very interactive. Teachers are really encouraging you to stand up for yourself, to talk, to speak up, to contribute to the discussion. And teachers, the professors, are actually your peers. So they don't really have this sense of hierarchy between the professor and the student. Everyone is equal. You can always approach a professor during office hours to talk to them about anything, ask questions. They're very helpful. I have only great memories about studying in the US, and they're all about helping you succeed. So whatever you need, professors are usually there for you and will obviously help you for anything. Okay, a few more announcements before I'm gonna finish the slide. So if you guys have not checked out the online course yet, please do so. It's gonna be so valuable for you. It includes every single thing you will need to know in order to successfully apply, get accepted, and win a large scholarship. It's gonna literally answer all your questions. So if you have not checked this out yet, definitely do so. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. Also, if you would like to talk to me about your chances of application, about your specific situation, where you should apply, where you will have more chances of applying, of being accepted, where you can win more scholarship, do not hesitate to book me for a private consultation. I'm also gonna leave a link below in the description. So you can always book me for a private consultation. We'll just talk one-on-one about your situation and how you can do the most out of it. So if you also have questions about anything, just let me know in the comments below. I will respond to them in my next Facebook Live. I was really happy to see you all. Do not forget that your support means really a lot to me. So if you can like, share, comment below in this video, then I will really appreciate it. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe in this crazy time, and just keep commenting below and letting me know your questions. So I will see you next week, same place, same time. Bye.